Live from San Diego, this is the Fox 5 Morning News at 9.
Charlie, let's go to you in the kitchen.
My fingers are in her salad already because it's so good. She put all my favorite things in this bowl. Cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves. Well, I mean, that's not what's in this bowl. But it makes you smell like Christmas. Is it?
It's in the poached pear.
Okay, it's in there. Debbie Kornberg is here. I was talking more about the pistachios and the goat cheese and the cucumbers. Good morning and happy holidays. This really is like a Christmas food.
Yes.
You smell cinnamon and the nutmegs, and it's the holidays.
It feels like the holidays.
Okay, warm spices like the cinnamon, when did it become a part of our celebrations?
I love that question. So I did some research, and using spices during Christmas time started in the Middle Ages, in the medieval era.
Wow.
Yes, because spices were considered a luxury item. And so when you think about celebrating holidays, you add those special things. You bring out the china, right? You add wine to it. We create this. So spices were really a luxury item, a commodity back then, and even still today to some extent. And so by adding it to things, think eggnog, right? Like all the traditional foods, mulling wine, apple cider, mulling cider, all those things have those warm spices because it was a way to elevate the holiday and show the significance of it.
Yeah, you have brought quite a few things to show us today of how we can incorporate
These
it.
are a few of my favorite things.
Oh, look at you. Definitely, these are a few of my favorite things. Okay, what did you bring for us?
So we are today featuring poached pear, and just to be able to show some different ways to elevate it. And pears, of course, are seasonal, so it's got that holiday Christmas vibe to it. So what we have here are some beautiful pears. I actually got some gifted from a well-known brand company.
Okay.
And so I was like, I'm gonna try them. So what we wanna do first is peel them. I peeled them last night, so they're a little on the brown side. And just to make sure you get off all the skin, and then you wanna pull out the core. So you just wanna gently scoop around. The camera's zooming in. Hopefully I won't cut myself in that, right? That'd be so bad. So here it is. I'm gonna set that aside and tell you a little bit about what I've got in the pot here. So first of all, wine. Right? Everybody kept walking by going, it smells so good, it smells so good.
It does.
And people are like, oh, it smells like the holidays. Because this really embodies it. So we have some red wine, some water to balance, 3/4 cup, 3/4 cup. This is probably a triple batch. And then I added some lemongrass.
Ooh, lemongrass, okay.
So, some
lemongrass? Okay.
I actually
You just drop these in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, everything is just a drop in and then you scoop it out. Fresh ginger.
Ginger.
Yes, and then we have star anise, and I pulled out my favorite ones. I get really detailed when I love those. Some cinnamon, black pepper for a little savory. To the right of it are cloves. I actually didn't add that, but it's one of those traditional flavors, and I put that in, bring this to a boil, and then literally all you have to do is drop these in. And they'll cook for about 25 minutes. And then Jesus, come over here, because when they're done, they're gonna look like that.
Ta-da! So 25 minutes, that's your poached pear.
Yeah, and obviously I put salad.
So good.
Shawley salad.
So good. You should just call this Shawley salad.
It's Shawley salad.
So it's poached pear with avocado.
Yes.
Arugula.
Arugula.
Pomegranate seeds.
Yes.
Goat cheese. Pistachios. Cucumbers.
That's it.
Where's the dressing?
Right here.
Oh.
It's my homemade dressing with a little bit of pomegranate juice. It's my grandma's recipe.
It is tart. It just
It's white distilled vinegar.
Do I put it on it now?
If you want.
Should I? You guys want
What
it?
do the viewers say?
Want?
Okay.
What? You gonna eat this salad without dressing? It's a homemade dressing. Oh, but this smells really good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put it
on
just
my
on
Nana's
mine.
dressing recipe. Tried and true. Last thing I'll share is poached pears pan-seared.
Pan-seared?
Pan-seared. Some olive oil. And then towards the end, add a little butter, because butter makes everything better. And poach those up, and then we'll shoot back over here to this beautiful plate. I drizzled some 18-year-old almond on there, and we have whipped cream to pair with it.
So you take a piece of that and you dip it in the whipped cream?
You could.
What do you mean you could? Should you?
Should.
You should. May I?
You may.
I don't know if I've had a poached pear like this, Debbie, so I'm very curious to see what it tastes like. And I love pears.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, I'm cutting them into little pieces like I have all. Do I put it in the whipped cream or no?
Go for it. You can dip.
Okay.
Javon, are you coming in?
No,
I see you drooling over there.
That's too much whipped cream. Sorry. Okay.
He's coming in. He's grabbing a fork.
Oh my word.
Good, right?
Oh my word, this is so good. This is not even a little good. This is so good. Come here, try it.
Super easy. Recipes are on the
Recipes are on the website, foxsidesandiego.com. Sorry for talking with my mouth full, but it's like really that good. Debbie, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Right? Happy holidays. We're going to
Happy
finish
holidays.
all of this.
Okay.
We'll be right back.